Whoa, nice! That was cool. I'm going to get you. Greetings, my beautiful viewers. I am the Hunter of Comedy, and welcome back to Judgment. So last time, Shintani-sensei was murdered. So now, we're gonna get in this cab, go and talk to, the last people he talked to at this pharmaceutical company to try and figure out, or at least try to figure out, you know, why he was murdered. Now, as I said, I still think it has something to do with him, with, like, you know, like with, like, a political scandal and everything, because almost all of these games has some sort of, like, political scandal behind the scenes. So I wouldn't be too terribly surprised if that was the same in this one.
I've heard a bit about this place before. But the ADDC, isn't it just one part of a larger organization? If I recall correctly, they call it the Medical Institute. Is that accurate?
Yeah. They own every last inch of this campus.
It's incredible. Even with all these buildings, they're still getting budget to expand from that new drug. So? Is it the same as you remember?
Yeah.
Same as he remembers. Did he go there at one point? I mean, he's a lawyer, so, like, it's like a medical place. I wouldn't assume that? Oh, wait, no.
Huh? Don't go too far ahead! Yagami-san!
Right, I forgot he was there for the case for Okubo.
What are you all shaken up for?
What?
Calm down. Just stick with me and you'll be fine. Got that, Yagami?
What the hell?
Yagami-san! Try not to just ditch me, okay?
Well, that was freaky.
Is something wrong?
It's just... after 3 years, it still looks the same.
Huh?
Almost like time itself has stopped.
I'm guessing that Shintani brought him here initially.
Come on. Front desk's over there.
Oh man, that's gotta be... I'm guessing that he came here before with Shintani. That's my guess anyway.
Do you have an appointment, sir?
I don't, sorry. My name is Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. This is my partner, Yagami. We're here to talk about a murder that took place in Kamurocho yesterday.
A murder?
A coworker of ours named Shintani. He was the victim.
We have a record that he called this center before he was killed.
Huh?
We're hoping you can help us track down exactly who he spoke to.
I'm very sorry, sir, but I can't provide such private information.
Oh, well that figures.
Well, could I at least talk to Director Kido instead? He's an old friend of mine. Just let him know Yagami stopped by, to say hello.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Look over there.
Who is that guy? Wow. Wow, Yagami looks so different.
Gentlemen, I really don't know what else you want from me. I have nothing more to say. I've told the police all that I know.
Director of the ADDC, Ryusuke Kido. Huh.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about all this, Director. Problem is, my partner here won't give it a rest till he sees the scene of the crime. But I'm sure we'll be leaving soon.
That's not what we agreed upon. You know this isn't about how long it takes.
3 years earlier, huh?
And what about Okubo? I take it he's still not fessed up.
No, not quite as of yet, sir. But we all saw where the body was. Exactly where he said it would be.
Quite true. Not much point in fighting this now. The Minister has made it clear that he wants it resolved soon as well. Just look at how much trouble one contractor has caused.
Sorry, which minister? I didn't know about this, sir.
The Health Minister. It's all his call how much funding we get.
Oh.
Director, if I may, if you would just direct me to the scene of the crime, I could head over there myself. I'll be out of your hair in no time, I assure you.
I'd rather you didn't wander on your own. So instead, she can show you. Terasawa-kun, these gentlemen here are Shintani Sensei and,
Yagami.
It's a pleasure. I hope I can help you find what you need.
Well, with that, I'll be taking my leave.
Thank you again, Director. Apologies for all the trouble.
This way. I can show you how to get to Waku-san's room.
Who's Waku-san?
The guy who died in his room?
Oh, yeah.
God damn it, Shintani.
And you are... Terasawa-san, huh? Wow, you're young. And a looker to boot.
Can we keep this professional?
Yeah. God damn it, Shintani.
Huh?
Nice try, Shintani-sensei.
Ha! Oh, I love it.
Not the friendliest girl in town.
We're not exactly welcome guests.
Oh my god, I'm legitimately playing in the past!
My ass to pass the bar. I always figured I'd have my pick of the ladies.
Yeah, not exactly how that works, buddy. I think that's airy. At least that's my guess.
Right this way, please.
Oh, jeez.
Straight ahead is the ADDC's general ward. Waku-san's room is on the 4th floor.
This is an interesting little segment, and I'm glad that I, because last episode I had the chance to come here and everything, but I feel like, it was good for me to wait, because this is a big segment that I wouldn't have wanted to split in half.
This was the room assigned to Waku-san.
What's down there?
That's the research wing, where they develop all our new drugs.
Oh.
You can't get in without a gold key card, though. Not even I have one.
Huh.
Gold, huh?
I suppose because it's the heart of the center's operations.
Huh. Sounds like it's a whole nother world back there. Security like that must be a bitch.
Yeah.
Come on, Yagami.
Before he died, Waku-san spent most of his time in here.
And when was he admitted?
2 years ago. With Alzheimer's.
Some kind of dementia, right?
Alzheimer's is a neurodegenerative disease that leads to dementia, yes. In fact, it's the cause of almost 70% of all dementia cases.
So, they're one and the same, kinda? Anyway, do what you gotta do, Yagami.
Oh. What am I looking for? Investigate the bed? Okay, I did that.
Uh-huh.
What am I looking for here?
Suspicious. Has anyone else slept here since Waku-san's death?
Nobody, no.
And Waku-san was missing from his room the morning of the incident, yes?
That's right.
So, he was murdered here, then carried out.
I can't say for sure, but it's likely.
Working on that assumption, how was the body carried outside? I should look a little closer. Okay. What am I looking for in the window? Oh, is you a cat? I did! There's a cat! Somewhere. Where are you, kitty? Kitty, kitty, kitty! Huh? There it is, I found it!
What the?
Oh, look, a cat! A black cat, if you will. Oh, there it is.
The window's sealed shut. There's no way Waku-san could have escaped through here. What the? All the rooms have windows like this, right? It seems like people would notice if something was going on in here.
Well, we only have so many employees in this ward. The halls stay fairly busy, but it's mostly dementia patients moving between appointments.
I see. I wonder how the room looks from the hallway.
You got all you need from here, yeah?
I think so. You can definitely see what's going on from out here. Shintani-sensei, can you lay on the bed for me?
I guess so. Care to join me, Terasawa-san? What do you got to lose?
Wow, what a dick. I'm sorry he's dead, but still, dick.
It was a joke.
So from this vantage point, you can't make out the person's face.
So, was this the colossal waste of time I knew it'd be?
Nope. I got something I'd only get from being here.
Does it matter? It's been days. Case is practically closed. Shinpei Okubo is guilty as hell.
Well, according to him, he's not.
Well, of course that's what he says. Consider the facts, though, man. You want to review the case?
Let's do it.
Sure. Let's go over what we know so far.
Whatever you want. All right, here we go. Our victim was the patient staying in this room. Koichi Waku, male, age 66. At 8:30 a.m. on the morning of the crime, the nurses noticed he was missing from his bed. Given Waku's degenerative state, they assumed he was wandering around the hospital somewhere. But after being unable to track him down, hospital staff filed a missing persons report.
Right.
You know what a dementia patient's like, though. Hard to imagine they'd make it outside on their own. The only conclusion then was that somebody must have taken him out of the hospital. After inspecting all the cars that came in and out of the center, they were left with one possible suspect. A laundryman by the name of Shinpei Okubo. It didn't take much prodding for Okubo to confess burying Waku's body out in the mountains. And lo and behold, 3 months after Waku disappeared, the cops found his body rotting away right where Okubo said it'd be. Cause of death was most likely suffocation, but they still don't know for sure. Any objections to this so far, Yagami-sensei?
Actually, yeah. You're forgetting something.
And what's that?
Okubo-kun insists he didn't kill anyone. All he admits to is dumping the body.
You can't say for sure that the guy who dumped the body actually committed the murder. If I budge on that, I'd be admitting Okubo-kun did it before the trial even started.
Oh, sure. But come on, Yagami. Guy's got a history of assault, and it's on record. Roughed up his girlfriend, accidentally broke her finger.
Right, but that was over 6 years ago. He was just a kid. Got drunk, made a huge mistake.
And what? It's okay for a kid to hit a woman?
Of course not. But that's not what he's on trial for.
True.
I don't condone what he did. But legally, committing one crime doesn't mean you're guilty of another.
This is true.
Fine. But what about Okubo's shaky alibi? He said he left the center at 10 a.m. after grabbing the sheets from the general ward. Claimed Wakusan's corpse somehow got loaded into his truck. Who's gonna believe garbage like that?
If anyone should, it's his lawyers.
We're meeting with Okubo after this, right? You should just be honest with him. Tell him the case is unwinnable.
Are you two done here?
Yep. Can you show us the garage next? The one where Okubo-kun parked his truck. The service entrance, I think it was. That's the only other place we'll need to see today.
Huh. I do like that they're taking
We'll
us
need
through
to take
this.
an elevator down there. Follow me.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Of course you are. You wanted to go from the beginning. Sorry, lady. Boy, isn't this fun just walking down the hallway. Why is this a thing? They could have just transported us directly where we needed to go. But instead, we're slowly walking down the hallway. Why? Is there anything here that is important? I like the suit, though. Not gonna deny, I like the suit. Oh.
Hey, Yagami. You're never gonna last if you keep taking cases like this. Criminal suits are a constant test of your conviction. Your sense of justice. They don't even pay that well.
Careful who you say that around.
Look, just chill out, okay? Take it from me. I've been around the block way longer than you have.
Yeah, and he ends up being right. At least that's what I think. I'm not convinced that Okubo committed either of the murders now.
To me.
You'd make it out with no problem if you put a body into your truck down here. It's quiet.
It is.
Hey, Yagami, check this out. These are the carts they used to collect sheets and linens. Day of the crime, Okubo was all over the hospital with one of these things. Would have been simple for him to sneak a body in there and cart it right out.
Maybe so. Where was Okubo parked on the day of the incident?
Oh, the truck was parked here, with the back facing the elevator. Here's a recreation of it.
I see.
DNA evidence from the victim was found in the flatbed of the truck. That's proof enough that the body was there. And when they confronted Okubo, he flat out admitted it.
There was evidence that the body was in Okubo's truck.
Nope, can't go that way. Oh.
When was Waku-san last seen?
Just before 8 a.m. on the day of the crime.
Yeah, 7:50 to be precise. An ADDC scientist will be testifying to that. He claims he saw him nice and cozy in his bed.
I see. Can we talk to this witness?
I tried to get an appointment, but they shut me down. Said they don't want us interfering with their research anymore.
They're not willing to make an exception this once?
This isn't an issue you want to push, Yagami. Worst case scenario, you get charged with witness intimidation.
All right. Anyway, the victim was last seen at 7:50.
That's right. Breakfast is at 8 o'clock, so the patients who can walk on their own gather in the break room. But on the day of his disappearance, 8:30 came and went with no sign of Waku-san.
You thought you'd find him quickly. Didn't exactly turn out that way.
Right.
Got that, Yagami? Here, let's go over some more details.
Sure. Let's hear what the great Shintani sensei has to say.
What we know is, Waku was taken out of his room sometime between 7:50 when he was last seen, and 8:30 when everyone noticed he was gone. During that 40-minute span, somebody suffocated Waku and stuffed him into the laundry bin. Nobody suspected there was a body in the cart. And the only clear culprit was Okubo, the man in charge of the laundry. To further back this up, DNA evidence from Waku was found in Okubo's truck. Then when the police questioned Okubo, he confessed to burying the body in the mountains of Okutama. 3 months after the crime, Waku's corpse was finally found.
Huh. So if he claimed he was innocent,
With me?
why would he bury
This
the
thing's
body?
airtight, Yagami. I know you're getting into this, but come on. Just give it up already. You don't have a chance.
Even though Okubo says he's innocent, I promised him we'd do everything we could.
Not my problem. You shouldn't make promises you can't keep.
Fine, then I'll do it alone. You don't have to be involved.
Even if I'm not, the loss will hurt Genda-sensei's reputation.
I'm sorry, but our client says he's innocent. I can't back down from this.
Fine. I'll be in the lobby.
If you like, I could take you to see Waku-san's room again.
You don't mind? That would be great.
Huh. Here I am again. Don't really see anything out of the ordinary, though.
Waku-san was here until the morning of the incident. Then he just up and disappeared.
Huh. Oh, come on.
The window's sealed shut.
Are you finished?
Not yet. Just... I wonder how well you can see in here from the hallway. Yeah, I've seen what I need.
Oh, sorry, I skipped the last of his line there, my bad.
How long will Okubo-san's sentence be?
Huh?
If he's found guilty, that is.
Probably 10 years, maybe more. It's hard to say for sure.
And what if he confesses? Would they shorten his sentence?
Well, at the very least, it'd make a better impression than insisting he didn't do it.
But you're still going to push an innocent plea? Even though Okubo-san is the one who'll suffer for it?
If he's really not guilty, he won't have to. I'll win. But to be perfectly honest, this is my first criminal case.
What?
Civil cases have been a mixed bag for me, too. I've actually lost more than I've won.
Is that so?
Apparently, a smart lawyer would never even consider an innocent plea in this case. Guess it's a good thing that I'm not so smart then, because I honestly believe I can win. Terasawa-san, were you close to Okubo-kun?
I spoke to him pretty often, yes. I would see him around the ward all the time.
And what did you think of him? Did he seem like the kind of guy who'd do something like this?
I'm sorry. The director told us not to say too much.
Wait! If you know anything that can help, just get in touch, okay? I'll do whatever it takes to set Okubo-kun free. But I can't do it alone. Just give it some thought, Terasawa-san.
I wonder what she knows. I wonder what she knows about this whole thing.
Just now, we went to the ADDC. Thought I should have a look at things with my own eyes.
And how did it go?
There's no chance you walk. You're practically a lost cause.
Hey!
Yagami-sensei, is that what you think?
It's like this, Okubo. You tell me you're innocent, and I'll fight to the end. I really have nothing to lose by helping you out.
It's just like I told you. Whoever did it is framing me.
Defendant. Oh, Shinpei Okubo. Ah.
On the day of the crime, you were in the general ward of the ADDC, yes? Starting at 8 a.m., you went around to each room and gathered the linens.
Yes. Nobody would dispute that.
And after that, you covered Wakusan's nose and mouth, suffocated him, and then carted him out in a laundry bin.
That's not true. Wakusan wasn't there when I went into his room. I didn't see him at all that day. You have to believe me.
And I do. So when you went down to leave the center at 10 a.m. after gathering the linens, you realized there was a body hidden in the truck.
Yes. That's what happened.
Then, after debating whether or not to report the body, you chose to hide it in the mountains.
That's going to be a huge hurdle to climb in the trial. It is.
I had a criminal assault on my record. I knew the police would have suspected me if I went to them.
Aren't you forgetting the bad blood you had with Wakusan?
Huh?
Bad blood? What are you talking about?
3 days before the murder, Wakusan claimed Okubo-kun here punched him and stole his wallet. They told me all about it at the center.
When did you even ask?
While you were busy chatting up Terasawa-chan. Even if I bitch about it, I'm still damn good at my job.
Well, Okubo-kun, did you take his wallet or...
Not quite. They call it delusion of theft. It's a symptom of dementia. You think something's been stolen from you, then blame the first person you see. Not the easiest thing to deal with, right? Someone accuses you of theft for no reason? Must have been a shock. So when Wakusan tried to hit you, you just about hit him back.
But I didn't hit him.
No. You murdered him.
I wouldn't kill a man over something like that.
Seriously! Shintani, what the fuck, man? Siri, I don't get it! Why is he like... Why is his own lawyer like, yeah, you're fucked, I don't even know why I'm here and everything. God damn it. What the fuck? That's not a way a lawyer should operate. Sadly, the way that he talks and operates is similar to the way a lot of asshole lawyers operate. My brother, who is a lawyer, has told me some stories about, like how fucked up other people can be in the criminal justice system, and honestly, what this guy's saying doesn't really surprise me, but it makes me want to punch him in the face. Because, at the very least, even if you know your client is guilty, if you're fighting for his innocence, fucking do your fucking job and try. Dear God.
I wish I could believe you, pal.
Fuck you!
Come on, Okubo-kun. You got a record of violence.
It wasn't me. I swear. Somebody set me up. Please, you have to believe me. Whoever did this is laughing at all of us right now.
Calm down.
Yagami-sensei, do you believe me?
I do.
Okay. Then next time, come alone.
Fine. I can take a hint. You and Yagami-sensei can cuddle up all you want.
Hey, you know that nurse, Terasawa-san? Cute girl. It sounded like she was worried about you. Bet you'd have a chance with her once you get out of here.
I don't know. If you'll excuse me.
Huh. Oh, man. We've been in flashback land this whole time. It's weird. Are we gonna go through the whole case? I kind of hope we do, because like, I want to know exactly, like, how it went down, and I'm enjoying what they're giving me.
So Shintani just left you hanging, huh? He's gotta learn some damn patience.
Maybe so. But this is my case now. I can handle it myself.
Huh. Okay.
It's so weird. Everything is sepia colored.
Yagami-san,
So strange. Oh,
have you seen Mafuyu lately?
Where's this coming from?
Mafuyu?
She's just not that great with men. I suggest you be more assertive.
Right. Okay.
You mean that friend of yours, Saori-kun? She's got Shintani all riled up. Said he'd have been nicer to you if he knew you had friends who looked like her. Jackass.
Hey, nothing's official yet, guys. Regardless, keep it on the down low, okay?
Yet? That word says more than you think.
Oh. Oh, I like this. This is nice. I'm gonna go look at the company fridge. Maybe there's some cake in there.
I'll keep my lips sealed.
I like Sayori. Sayori sounds nice. I love this little bit of backstory we're getting on Yagami, too.
Kun's a prosecutor, right? Isn't it kind of taboo for her to date a defense attorney?
Can we not do this?
Either way, guess the Okubo case comes first. We're pleading innocent, yeah?
That's the plan.
What is your plan here? This isn't gonna be an easy win.
Well, I'm working on that. There's one piece of evidence that still bothers me.
Yeah? And what's that?
What should I focus on if I want to prove Okubo's innocence? The fact that you can't see him from the outside.
Take a look at this. It's the hospital room the victim was staying in. This is the last place Waku-san was seen before he disappeared. At the time, the witness would have seen Waku-san from this angle through the window in the door. But the cabinet here would have been blocking his face.
Uh-huh.
In other words, there's room to argue that the witness never actually saw Waku-san to begin with. It might have just looked like there was somebody in there. Or maybe the killer set it up to look that way.
And how would that impact the trial?
Well, the premise that the victim was still alive at 8 o'clock would no longer be on the table. Meaning, the crime could have occurred during a much wider time range. With that in mind, we could claim there's no proof that Okubo took Waku-san out of the room.
Right. Not bad.
Yep.
What the hell's your problem?
Was that Shintani?
I think so.
Get back here!
Whoa.
That bastard. Oh, was eavesdropping on you.
What the hell?
I tried to stop him, but he pulled a stun gun on me.
Hey! Wait up!
I know who that is. I see who it is. It's,
Get away!
it's that woman, Terusawa. I think that might be Eri. Like, the woman who, I figure that, like, oh, God. My guess is that she, kind of helps out here a little bit, like, proving that, the guy she likes isn't responsible. And that, like, you know, as revenge for when Yagami gets him off, like, they have her murdered. Like, this is my guess, is that they killed her to frame him.
Get away!
Whoa, nice! That was cool. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Alrighty.
A woman?
Help!
Aren't you Terasawa-san?
Let me go!
We got a groper out here? Scum of the earth!
Oh, yeah.
Not on my watch, you son of a bitch!
Hey, at least they seemed like they were actually trying to help. Wrong situation. Wrong place, wrong time, assholes. Oh, yeah. Did that guy just drop his phone, I noticed? Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Ha-ha! The Spin Master has returned! Wha-bam! Oh, yeah. Oh, why did that not hit him? I was like, my feet literally went through his face. Wha-bam! Ow! That is a broken jaw. It's not a broken, like, many things. Oh, yeah. God. You guys are a lot tougher than I was expecting. There we go. Did she run? She probably did. Oh.
Can all lawyers fight like that?
Haha. Yeah, just no words. Just pulling her back to the office. Oh wait, no, going to
Did you really need
bartender.
to run away like that? I assume you came to see me.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about, yes. But I wasn't sure if I should. Then that pig-headed friend of yours started shouting, so I just lost it.
That makes sense.
Okay, but did you have to tase him?
Yes.
Not that he didn't have it coming.
Haha.
Anyway, I'm listening if you want to talk. No matter what it is, I'll keep your secret. Anything you tell me will fall under client attorney privilege.
Well, you know the witness who last saw Waku-san? Said he saw him sleeping in his bed.
Uh-huh.
Well, that witness is a man by the name of Shono-san. He's one of the scientists at the ADDC. Not only that, but he's the director's right-hand man, too.
And this is him?
Oh. Pretty much run-of-the-mill researcher, but that's the same guy who we saw him with in the present.
Yes. He's a very dedicated doctor, so the nurses have a lot of faith in him. But something felt off when I heard what he had to say about the incident.
And what's that?
I guess I'm just skeptical as to whether or not he actually saw Waku-san. I don't think he's intentionally deceiving us, but he may be mistaken somehow. And if I had to guess, I'd say the other nurses feel the same.
Still, why hasn't anyone mentioned this until now?
How could we? Nurses talking about a doctor behind his back? That's not something a nurse could do without consequences. And if it came to a courtroom testimony...
None of you would testify?
No.
Maybe the other nurses wouldn't, but I would. I never really fit in over there anyway. Besides...
Yeah?
I think Okubo-san is innocent.
Ooh, I like that.
Really? Sounds like I've finally got an ally on my team.
This has been so interesting to really see, like, everything that went down and what's happened here.
I'm currently employed as a researcher at the Advanced Drug Development Center. Part of our research consists of clinical tests we perform on patients in the general ward of the center. On the day of the crime, I was making my usual rounds through the ward.
Yoji Shono. Huh.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
Oh, look, it's the lawyer who lies again.
You're sure?
Yes, the patients eat breakfast at precisely 8 o'clock. I always head to the break room myself, right around then, too.
This break room, to be precise?
That's correct. Our more mobile patients walk there for breakfast instead of eating in their own rooms. Then, while the nurses help the patients eat, I ask about how they feel and how the medicine is treating them.
And on the day of Waku-san's disappearance, you passed by his room before going to the break room?
Yes.
And in that room, you saw Waku-san lying on the bed?
Yes.
Can you describe the situation to us as you remember it?
The door has a window, so you can see into the room from the hallway.
And this is the room you're referring to, yes?
That's correct.
And they're showing it from the
where
opposite
I was standing
angle.
in the hallway, I could see Waku-san lying in bed. He was asleep, with a blanket covering most of his body.
And what time was that?
Around 7:50.
No further questions.
Yagami-sensei, why did you call her to the stand?
She actually asked to testify. Is that a problem?
Not really, no.
Here's my chance for a comeback.
Terasawa-san, you were present for Shono-san's testimony just now, yes?
Yes.
And what is your opinion on that testimony?
For a scientist, I felt his wording was rather imprecise. And as a medical professional, I felt his actions were negligent.
Could I ask you to be a little more specific?
Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw Waku-san sleeping in his bed during his morning rounds. However, there's no way he could have known that just by looking in from the hallway.
I have evidence supporting Terasawa-san's testimony.
Shono shouldn't have been able to see Waku. I have evidence to prove that. Same evidence from before.
Please look at this. It's a photograph of the victim's room as viewed from the hallway. In other words, this is what Shono-san would have seen when he checked in on Waku-san.
And this evidence points to this fact. The victim was already dead? I'll try that.
Waku-san was already dead when Shono-san went to check on him.
What are you implying?
At the time, the defendant hadn't yet collected the linens. In fact, he hadn't even arrived at the ADDC, meaning Okubo-san could not have been the murderer.
Assuming that's true, then, why did he go through the trouble of hiding Waku-san's body in his laundry cart?
Huh? Well, depending on how you look at it.
Please. You know this is a court of law, don't you?
Really?
Sorry, let me start over. Our witness, Shono-san, claims he saw. However, I'm not convinced that's actually what happened.
Okay. This is still the same evidence.
Please look at. It's a photograph. In other words.
The culprit was hiding in the room.
The murderer was already hiding in the room.
What are you implying?
He then killed Waku-san after Shono-san left. After that, he used a laundry cart to carry the body down to Okubo-san's truck in the garage.
But there was only one person seen taking a laundry cart from Waku-san's room, and that's Okubo-san himself. Are you saying he really is the culprit?
Huh?
Please.
God, I'm just screwing this up all over the place.
However, I'm not.
Like, this is obviously the evidence that I need. His testimony was a lie?
Shono-san was lying when he said he saw Waku-san in the bed.
Excuse me?
What he saw from the door was likely nothing more than a bulge of sheets.
Oh.
He couldn't have been able to identify it specifically as Waku-san.
There we go.
So to claim as much in his testimony seems like quite an exaggeration, don't you think?
But common sense would dictate otherwise, would it not? Who would be in the bed other than Waku-san?
The staff nurses are trained to always enter a room when checking in on a patient. In Wakusan's case, it's impossible to tell anything just by looking in from the hallway. There was actually one time a while back where we thought he was under the covers, only to find Wakusan eating in the break room a second later. And upon re-examining the room, we realized that we had mistaken a bunched-up pillow for Wakusan.
The witness makes an important distinction. The prosecution asserts that Shono-san's testimony is clear, that the victim was taken out of his room at some point between 7:50 and 8:30 in the morning. They claim that because of this time frame, the defendant must have smuggled Wakusan's body out in his laundry bin.
That's why Okubo-san was assumed to be the only person who could have killed Wakusan.
But if Shono-san's testimony is invalid, as the defense asserts, we have to consider the possibility that Wakusan was taken in the middle of the night when nobody else was around. After which, the killer could have waited until the morning to plant the body in the defendant's truck. In other words, the defense establishes that there is reasonable doubt that Okubo-san is the killer.
And all you need is reasonable doubt. I'm sorry to pause it, but I have to point that out. What it is like I mentioned in like one of the first videos, is that you have to convict someone up to basically you cannot convict someone unless you have, if you do not have reasonable doubt. Basically, if there is reasonable doubt that he is the killer, then, a jury can rule him innocent.
Rendering the prosecution's central argument unsound. Your Honor, taking this new testimony into account, I'd like to call Shono-san back to the stand for cross-examination.
Ooh. God, I got it wrong so many times. That's embarrassing.
Shono-san.
Yes?
Let's see how Shono responds with that evidence and Terusawa's testimony out in the open.
I'll get right to the point. On the day of the crime, what did you see when you looked into Wakusan's room?
I saw Wakusan asleep in his bed, I think.
And did you get a clear look at his face?
I don't remember.
So it's possible that it could have been someone other than Wakusan in that bed. Or maybe even a pillow that you mistook to be Wakusan's body. Isn't that right?
Objection! The defense is leading the witness.
Sustained. Please rephrase the question.
Shono-san, can you say without a doubt that Wakusan was in that bed when you checked on him?
I don't think I can, no.
Ah!
Then the defense rests. But I do have a quick remark for the prosecution.
Huh?
The prosecution's argument has fallen apart. Now to go for the kill.
The charges against my client stem from your assertion that he's the only possible suspect, assuming the crime took place within the stated time frame. However, the defense has proven without a doubt that Shono-san's testimony is unreliable, establishing reasonable doubt for my client.
Oh!
I would suggest then that you withdraw the charges against my client. With such inconclusive evidence, you'll only be wasting the court's precious time.
The prosecution does not consider the witness's testimony inconclusive. His memory of the incident may be fuzzy, yes, but that doesn't change that he saw the victim.
So, your whole case is based on a fuzzy memory? This promising young man's future is at stake, and you're willing to throw that away on unreliable testimony?
Dr. Shono is a bright and diligent researcher. After watching his own grandmother develop dementia, he vowed to create a drug that could cure the disease. After paying his own way through medical school, he went on to become the head researcher at the ADDC. Day after day, Dr. Shono visits his sick patients out of the kindness of his heart, leading to his valiant testimony here today. If you want to know whether I trust this man, then my answer is a resounding yes.
In other words, because he's such a great researcher, his testimony is infallible. His own admission that he's not sure is somehow overlooked? Is that the sum of it? Because from here, it sounds like you're putting your faith in Shono-san's title, not his testimony today.
The prosecution is not as easily swayed as you think. And you want to talk reputation? What of your client's history of domestic abuse?
Uh-oh. He's gonna bring up Okubo's record.
6 years ago, the defendant broke his girlfriend's finger. The poor girl is still suffering from the effects. And the cause? A minor, drunken disagreement. Now, fast forward to what occurred a few days prior to the crime. Waku-san, suspecting the defendant of stealing his wallet, lashed out and punched the defendant in the face. Given the clearly violent nature of Okubo-san here, that alone would be motivation enough to murder the poor old...
Is something wrong, ma'am? Please remain seated while court is in session.
Oh boy. What is this?
Terasawa-san?
Okubo-san is not a violent person. And he hasn't even had a drink in over 6 years. Not a single drop since the incident.
My court will not stand for this commotion.
He didn't blame Waku-san at all. He knew that the outburst was just caused by his dementia. That it was all the sickness's fault. So there was no reason for him to resort to murder.
Terasawa-san, please.
Okubo-san really is an incredible, caring person.
Please leave this courtroom at once.
You're right that he may be hard to approach, but he's a kind soul, and he always keeps his promises. Okubo-san's not the only person in this courtroom who would be affected by a guilty verdict, either. As a matter of fact, it would break my heart. And even through it all, he wanted me to keep this a secret, not to tell anyone, not even his lawyer, that we were dating. Even though he knew he could have ended up in prison, making sure I was safe was the only thing in the world he cared about. That's just who he is.
Okay, yeah.
But when the prosecution has already decided he's a criminal, how could he possibly be given a fair trial?
Sadly, that doesn't apply in court and all that gets thrown out.
Her little outburst wasn't technically admissible. But as the trial dragged on, it hung over the jury like a stone.
Ooh, I bet.
And in the end, Shinpei Okubo was found not guilty.
Yep.
But only a month after his release, everything changed.
Like I said,
the same girl who had so bravely proclaimed Okubo's innocence died by the man's own hand.
I don't believe it, though. I just don't. I don't believe that's what happened. There's gotta be something more to this. There has to be. Damn. And now we're back in the present.
Hi.
Something wrong?
Oh boy.
No, it's nothing, Vice Minister.
Oh.
But
I haven't seen you in about 3 years, Kido-san. I see you're still the director.
You look familiar, but I can't quite place the name. I seem to recall you looking sharper.
Ooh.
I'm a detective based in Kamurocho now. The name's Yagami.
Ah, I remember now. You're the reason Terasawa-kun's no longer with us.
Punch you in the face!
Remember, Shono?
Okubo-san was unstoppable. If only my testimony had been better.
Shono-san, right?
Does it matter? What brings you here anyway?
I'm investigating a murder, and I'll need your cooperation with it. Just like old times.
God, I love it. I love it.
Yes, I see. Yes. Thank you. It does seem we received a phone call from this Shintani-san you speak of.
Do you know who he was calling?
Dr. Shono.
The same Shono-san you were just with?
Why would Shintani call Shono?
Yes, However, it's unclear as to what the point of the call was meant to be. Shono was away from his desk at the time, you see, and Shintani-san didn't leave a message.
You have no idea what he wanted to talk about?
Aren't all calls like that, like, recorded and monitored? I mean, like, that should be on record, right? I mean, like, maybe they're not. Maybe like, Japan's system is different. But I mean, like, typically when you call a hospital or something like that, they're typically recorded. I mean, like, here's the thing. Like, hospital, no. Big, huge pharmaceutical place like this, probably.
None. Shono says he doesn't know a Shintani-san, and sees no reason why he would be calling.
Oh, really?
Look, Shono and I co-authored the research paper on AD9. We're quite well known, as it turns out. Sometimes, complete strangers pretend to be close friends or relatives in order to contact us. Perhaps Shintani-san fell into that category.
Have you heard of the mole murders taking place in Kamurocho, Dr. Kido?
Ooh.
3 Yakuza, each one with their eyes gouged out. It's a grisly business. Shintani was killed in the same way.
I've seen the news.
Can you think of anything tying the ADDC to those murders?
Huh? Look, just what are you implying? Look, I believe we're done here. There's nothing I can help you with.
Please stop! You can't!
Who are you?
Detective Kuroiwa, Kamuro Police, organized crime.
Oh, dude! Wow, we just keep running into them,
One of
don't
the
we?
guests here has information related to the case I'm currently investigating. That would be you, Yagami.
Okay.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
Oh, man. I wonder if this is the whole chapter. It seems like it is! Wow, I got through the whole chapter again. Damn. Ooh, boy. Whew, I gotta say, collusion? Oh, I wonder what's going down now.
The mole's latest victim was the lawyer, Shintani. The last call he made brings the case that ruined Yagami 3 years ago back to the surface. A patient was taken from a hospital and found buried in the mountains. Yagami defended the suspect, Shinpei Okubo, and got an acquittal. But 1 month later, he murdered his girlfriend Emi Terasawa with a kitchen knife and burned the remains.
Like I said, I'm wondering if it was really him or not. Like, there's a big part of me that thinks that more than likely it's not true. I didn't read that. Chapter 6, collusion. We all know how to read, but damn.
I'd like to speak to you as a material witness to the murder of the lawyer Masamichi Shintani.
Is that so?
I'm Hoshino, an attorney at Genda Law Office. Officer, is this interview voluntary, or...?
It is.
It's your call, Yagami-san.
I think I'll pass.
Excuse me?
You have your answer, sir. You can go now.
You can make this easier if you come now. Next time, it won't be voluntary.
Your empty threats don't mean much to a lawyer.
Can you take this elsewhere? I really must be...
Too bad he's not a lawyer anymore, then. Your friend's nothing now. Just come along quietly. I'll come back with a warrant if I have to.
I'd like to see you try. Why do you suspect me anyway? I bet you don't even have a reason.
I can come up with a few good ones.
Enough! Get the hell out of my office.
Ooh.
You'll regret this, Yagami. Kuroiwa-san.
Oh, that's KG Tang. Oh. I like him. He's a good actor.
You two, out.
Before we go, can we speak to Shono-san for a sec? We need to know why Shintani called him.
Listen, I already told you he doesn't know. Get it through your skull. Now, please leave.
No problem. We'll let you get back to work.
This is really getting out of hand, don't you think? I can't believe that detective thinks you're a material witness.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. But what I'm more interested in is how he even knew where to find me.
That's important. A good point. How would the police know we were here?
Beats me. For now, let's focus on Shono, though. It would be a waste coming here and not talking to him.
Agreed. Let's see if the receptionist can help us.
Maybe. Doubt it. Oh boy. This is getting more and more crazy with every passing second.
Can I help you?
Actually, I've already been here. I was just with Director Kido, remember?
Oh, of course. Did you forget something, sir?
Well, not exactly. I'd actually like to speak to Shono-san, the 89 researcher. Where would I be able to find him?
Let me see. That should be the research wing. I believe he's in the protein abnormalities lab.
Probably need a gold keycard to get in there, huh?
That's correct, sir. I should be able to lend you one with the director's approval, though. Just give me a moment to ask. Could you tell me your name, sir?
Actually, never mind. Kido-san seemed pretty busy earlier. I'll try back later.
Are you sure, sir?
Good call. There's no chance Kido-san would let us in.
At least now we know where Shono is.
The research wing.
Yeah. I wonder if there's a map around here somewhere.
Oh god, why? Oh, it's like a real detective case. I love it. Okay.
Hey.
Ooh,
what the?
Research wing.
This leads to the research wing.
The receptionist said he would be in the protein abnormalities lab, right? Huh. Well, I guess that's not on this map.
What the? The service entrance parking lot. All the delivery people come in and out through here. This is where Okubo's truck was parked 3 years ago.
Okay.
Hey.
You are here.
Suspicious. Hey. Director Kido's office. We were just in there. Suspicious. This goes over to the hospital. I think Waku-san was up on the 4th floor.
Anything else? I mean, already got that. Like, what else am I looking for here? Come on. Throw me a fucking bone. Oh my god.
Suspicious. Some kind of security gate, huh? The research wing must be just past there. Hey.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am?
This is one of Shono-san's researchers. She was just about to return to the lab.
Oh?
My name's Hashimoto. I can show you into Dr. Shono's lab if you'd like.
Oh, yes, please! Oh my god.
Are you sure?
Of course.
Great. We'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Hashimoto-san just happened to be passing through.
Thank you.
Right this way.
Ooh. So, we're getting in without... Like, here's the thing.
I really appreciate this, Hashimoto-san. I'm Yagami.
And I'm Hoshino, from the Genda Law Office. Thank you for doing this.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm glad to help a guest of Director Kido's. This place is so massive, you practically need a tour guide to get around. I hope you're okay with walking.
Oh,
that's totally okay.
I am fine with it. I am fine with walking.
So, Hashimoto-san, what kind of work do you yourself do here?
I'm part of the team developing 89. Dr. Shono is the head of that team, but I'm pretty new around here.
Speaking of, what exactly does AD9 stand for?
Well, the AD comes from the name of the center. The Advanced Drug Development Center, ADDC. And it's the 9th drug our department's developed.
Oh.
Oh. That was surprisingly easy.
Yeah. Wow. It was really that easy. I thought we were gonna have to do some, like, super secret stuff and, like, maybe use, like, the pigeon to
It'll
look
be
in
the
or
first
something.
dementia-curing drug on the market, right? Seems like it's really getting fast-tracked because of that. But there's a lot riding on this one, right? It could finally cure Alzheimer's disease.
That's right. Do you know how many dementia patients there are in Japan alone?
A lot.
A couple 100,000 at least. Maybe even in the millions?
Right. As of 2012, there were 4.62 million.
Jesus!
That many?
That's a lot.
By 2025, that number will increase to at least 7 million. Potentially up to 13 million, including at-risk patients.
Damn!
That's 1 in every 9 people.
Yikes.
Japan really has a problem with Alzheimer's, I
However,
guess.
as a nation, we're already at capacity in caring for these patients. In many cases, people over 60 are stuck looking after their dementia-struck parents in their own homes. Worldwide, it's estimated there will be 135 million patients by the year 2050. It's staggering. In other words, AD9 could save the world. This could be a real miracle.
I mean, it could be, but that is if, you know, our planet isn't completely destroyed by 2050. I mean, so at the time of this recording, the Amazon is quite literally on fire, and people are not doing much to stop it, even though it produces 20% of Earth's oxygen. That is a fifth. It produces a fifth of the world's oxygen, and people are like, oh, we'll be fine without it. And I'm like, why?
I gotta say, this is making me feel kind of bad about how we treated Kido-san back there.
Director Kido will go down in history if we achieve this.
A lot's changed in 3 years. The bastard's really made a name for himself.
Be nice.
Why would you openly talk bad about him, too? I mean, like, the lady works for him. If she gets, like, you know, a hint of, like, she's done something wrong, she'll get fired.
Dr. Shono is right over there.
Wonderful. Oh, hello,
Well,
doctor.
if you'll excuse me.
Bye, lady. I hope you don't get fired for what we're about to do. Hello, doctor. How are you?
Shono-san.
Yagami-san? But, how did you get in here?
Hey, calm down. I just want to talk.
I can't do that. Kido-san doesn't know you're here. Does he?
Is there a problem?
Ichinose-san.
I've never heard you raise your voice, Shono-san.
Aren't you the guy from the lobby?
My name is Ichinose. I'm here from the Ministry of Health, offering political support to AD9's development.
Calling it right now. He's the villain. Kaoru Ichinose. I'm just calling it right now. He's the mastermind behind all this.
Kido-san called you Vice Minister.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Pretty lofty for a Vice Minister. You can boss scientists around, but I'm not biting.
So I see.
Shono-san, please. I just need a few minutes to talk. We'll leave right after we're done, promise.
I already told you, I can't. Not without Kido-san here.
I need you to tell me, why did Shintani call you?
Shintani? I've never heard that name in my life.
This is important, Shono. You have to have some idea.
Please, I don't. Now get out of here. I'm calling Director Kido.
Do what you want. Just let me ask you one thing first.
Do I only get one of these? Do I seriously only get one of these?
After Shintani was murdered, the killer gouged out both of his eyes. 3 other near-identical murders have taken place in Kamurocho recently. Are you aware of that, Shono-san?
Of course I am. It's all over the news.
And you still have no idea why Shintani called you? Nothing at all?
No, I don't. Now please let me get back to work.
What the? What are you doing
Well, I
here?
got my one question.
Kido-san.
I believe I told you to leave. What about that didn't you understand?
I wanted to ask about Shintani's call.
About which I already said Shono doesn't know anything.
And I needed to hear that from him, not you.
Enough. Call security.
We were just leaving. Come on, Hoshino-kun.
I'll be filing a complaint with the Bar Association, under the Minister's name.
The Minister of Health?
That's right. Minister Kazami expects great things from AD9, and he won't tolerate distractions from your ilk.
Perfect. God damn. Oh, that I almost flew into a rage there. I'm not even kidding you. God, I wanted to punch him in the face so bad. I'm not even kidding you.
I feel like we came up empty-handed.
Dude, I'm not even kidding you. I forgot I was doing a Let's Play for a second, and I was seriously about to just I got so sucked into it. Damn it, I hate political people and their political schemes and all this bullshit that goes on in games just because I just want to punch them in the face like they deserve.
Why would Shintani-sensei have called Shono-san? Yagami-san?
That wasn't the first time I've heard about Minister Kazami.
Huh?
When was it, though? Who was talking to me about the Ministry of Health?
Shintani, wasn't it? Ayabe?
It must have been Ayabe, when we were drinking over at Tender. I definitely remember him mentioning Minister Kazami. We were talking about how the Kyorei clan ended up in Kamurocho. Apparently, they're being used as muscle for a construction company called the Kajihira Group. A while back, Chairman Kajihira himself was going around, laying the political groundwork for a Tokyo revamp project. And one of the people he met with was Naohisa Kazami from the Ministry of Health.
Huh.
You'd think he'd go to the Ministry of Land, though. His project has nothing to do with health. What would he gain from meeting Kazami?
That's true. Do you think it has to do with our case somehow?
Maybe. Minister Kazami's name won't stop coming up. Is it just a coincidence or something more?
I don't know. Depends on what the two of them were talking about.
In that case, maybe our Kajihira expert can help us out with that.
Who?
Sugiura-san. He used to work for them, remember?
Ooh, right.
Oh, yeah.
So, you want to know how Kajihira and Kazami are connected?
Yeah. Any way you can find that out?
Not really sure, but I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
You're still at the ADDC, yeah? Just give me some time. I'll call you if I find anything.
Nice. Good job, Anonymous. I'm just gonna call him Anonymous from now on. It's so much easier. And back in Kamurocho.
Yagami-san. I'm gonna head back to the office. I just got an email from Saori-san. Apparently, a journalist named Hattori barged into the office. Says he wants to interview you.
Me?
It sounds like he's looking into Shintani-sensei's murder, too. Anyway, I'll go ahead and drive him off.
Yeah! Thanks, bro.
You'll be Genda Sensei's ace attorney before you know
Ha ha!
Nah.
Ace attorney.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Honestly.
Well, the fact that he was doing, the objection in, that little side case thing. Yeah, definitely seems like it. At the same time, I haven't ruled him out as a suspect because I'm not really... Right now, the only person I'm ruling out as a suspect is Yagami. And probably Sayori and Mafuyu. They're the only ones who I'm actually ruling out. Sorry, even Kaito's on the list. No, never mind. Kaito's not on the list. No.
Why?
Too much responsibility for a guy my age, you know? I think I make a much better sidekick for now.
Ha!
Okay. But when that gets old?
I don't know that it will. Being a professional sidekick for the rest of my life sounds okay to me.
Wow.
I'll see you later.
Guess I'm on standby till Anonymous gets in touch with me. Alrighty. Then you know what time it is? Time for that date! I've been waiting a long time. No. Why? What's going on? Excuse me, do you have a minute? What is it? Let me introduce myself. My name is Shin Fujimori. Have you ever thought about investing, sir? No? Why? You're keeping me away from my date. Honestly, I think you're better off talking to someone with... Honestly, I think you're better off talking about that sort of thing with someone who actually has money. Well, I say investment, but nowadays, anyone can do it as long as they have a smartphone. You can invest on your phone? Of course. Ever heard of crowdfunding? It's where you gather online donations from all over the world. It's become a big trend in the past few years. Wow. And to streamline this process, we developed an app called Quickstarter. You can invest however much money you want, to whomever you wish, whenever you like, all from the comfort of your phone. Well, it sounds easy enough. But the hard part, you know, is actually making money. Indeed. That's why millions of people make micro investments with Quickstarter. Only a small donation is needed. And even small donations make a big difference. They add up to help a campaign reach various milestones. Finally, once a campaign meets its goal, everyone who invested gains priority benefits. Priority benefits? Huh, can you give me an example? Well, let's see. For starters, you can get special products shipped to you, or you'll gain access to brand new facilities. Huh. That actually sounds pretty neat. Doesn't it? I'll tell you this much. I once started up a company of my own, but I had a hard time raising the necessary funds. And wouldn't you know it, I got everything I needed from a crowdfunding platform I signed up with overseas. That's why I created this app, to help other entrepreneurs worldwide.
Huh?
Wow. So you're the president of a company? Oh, it's quite small, so it's not really a big deal. Anyway, the point of the story is, please try using Quickstarter for yourself sometime. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I'm already at half friendship with him, that's good. Okay, I'll at least install it for the time being. Please do, and by all means, let me know how it goes. Yay! What does it do? What it do? Okay. What are these things? I don't know what these are. Like, do I get these things if I crowdfund them? Okay, this is weird. Sure? Okay, that was weird. Don't know why I needed that. Either way, time to go on my date. Alrighty, time for that date. And there she is. Whoa, she looks different. She's blonde and has glasses. And you are... Wait, Sanchan? What's with the hair? It's a wig, silly. Now people won't notice it's me. Oh, just like a real celebrity, huh? Having to go incognito. What should I give her? I bought her stuff. Let's give her a standard timepiece. So I actually have something for you.
Seriously?
What? Really? Yeah, check this out.
Yeah!
Yay! She likes the simple things in life. She's a good girl. I like her. Seems to be pretty happy with it. Hooray! Now, where should we go today? We're gonna finally go to that arcade like I wanted to. Want to check out the arcade? Sure, as long as we can try the UFO catcher. I love the UFO catcher, by the way. I mean, I hate it, but I love it at the same time. It's kind of like, I have a love-hate relationship with it.
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, I really want that plushie. I'm collecting them all. Which one? Which one? There's two there. Can you get it for me? Leave it to me. Okay. Got this.
よく狙ってください。次はどこを狙いますか？どうします？うまく狙えましたか？
Get the doggy! Get the doggy! Much more stable than the ones from the previous games. No, puppy, no! I must try again.
自動で動きます。
Damn you! Why is this puppy so hard to get?
自動で動きます。
Yes! 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 Fall! Fall! Yeah! I got it! I got the puppy for you, Sana-chan! Love me! Do you love me now? I'm getting the other puppy too. Hold on. All puppies deserve love. And this one is no exception.
自動で動きます。
No. Oh, did I get it? Oh my god, did I get it? Yes. Yes. No! I was so close. Try again, I will. Okay. Grab the puppy. Grab the puppy.
自動で動きます。
No! Oh, it may be easier to pick up now, actually. Okay. Let's do this thing. Okay, here we go. 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 It's so close. It's so close. I feel like we can do this. Yeah! That's what I wanted! Give it to me! Yes! I wasn't sure which of the dogs she was looking at, but I have both of them now.
遊んでくださいね。
Why am I invisible?
Yeah!
You did it! Wow, that's so cool! I can't believe you actually got one! Lady, I have played all the Yakuza games, except for 3, 4, and 5. I played half of the Yakuza games, and I got really good at the UFO catcher, which used to be a lot more shaky and, you know, not as grabby. Haha, I think I finally got the hang of it. Can I really have this? Oh, yes. Why would I not give it to her? Now, she said she wanted to talk to me about that one weirdo guy. That was really fun, Yagami-san. You think we could go back to your office? Sure. And then you can finally take off that wig. Is she going to confess? Is she gonna confess the truth to me? Now, what should we talk about today? Her disguise. For a minute, I really couldn't tell it was you. You gave off a completely different vibe when you're a blondie. So, which do you like better? Usual hair is better. I prefer your usual hair.
But...
So you're saying I don't look good blonde? No, that's not at all. I just prefer a more natural look, I guess. Oh yeah, baby! Oh, so you like a girl with a straight hair and a bob and low-key hair color? Well, yeah, I guess so. Oh, good to know. How have you been? So how's the industry been treating you these days?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a lot more used to the spotlight than before. The only thing that worries me is one of my agency's policies. What kind of policy? Well, since they place a high priority on marking their talent as young and romantically available, there's a no dating policy until you're 27 years old. Damn! So that's what's been bugging you. That is indeed a problem. How is that a problem? For you? Well, it just is.
Oh, Yagami-san.
May I ask why? I wonder. Hey, are you messing with me or what? Maybe. But still, robbing a girl of romance at such a critical time in her life, that's a cold-blooded thing to do. But it's a common thing they do to idols in Japan. They want their, this is the weird thing. They want their fans to fantasize about, like dating them and being romantically involved with them. And I'm like, no, I want people to be happy. Like, for example, I'm the same age as a lot of really popular voice actresses that, you know, when I found out I was the same age as them, of course, I had those same ideas of like, oh, well, maybe I'll magically meet them and fall in love and that'll be fantastic. And then, like, I found out, like, oh, wait, some of them are married or are getting married. And it was like, oh, well, that dashes that dream on the rocks. But you know what? As long as they're happy, that's what matters most, man. I mean, like, God, like, Japan's such a weird country with that whole, like, they fetishize everything. And it's weird to me, and I don't get it. Why does Japan fetishize everything? Not everything needs to be a fetish. Like, there's clothes hangers in the background. Future Brandon, zoom up on the clothes hangers for me. They could fetishize those if they really wanted to. Dear God, they probably have. Well, it's not like I didn't see it coming. I've always been ready to give up my personal life for my singing career. Or at least that's what I used to think. These days, I'm not so sure. Maybe you just need to take some time out and reflect. You've had so much to deal with since your debut.
Yeah.
That's true. But there's also another reason. And that is... you promise you won't laugh. Cross my heart.
Oh, Yagami-san.
Okay. I don't remember if I told you this, but... there's actually someone I like. Oh! So, when you were writing lyrics of your love song, they were referring to someone real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks to him, I can finally put my feelings into words without worrying about it sounding fake. But if I have to let him go, I'm afraid I won't be able to write from the heart. After all, love is what powers my music. Oh, I knew it! Sana-chan, about that guy you like.
Okay.
What about him? Let's ask who he... I'm not gonna pretend I know him. That's stupid. Who is he? Wow. That was pretty direct.
Come on.
Did you really think you'd get an answer out of me that way? Dang. So getting it directly isn't gonna work. Let's pretend to know him. I think I might know who he is. Or at least I have an idea.
Really?
Seriously? Of course. Detectives have an eye for this sort of thing, you know? But... if you feel like giving me a clue to work with, I certainly wouldn't mind. No, not that I need one or anything. Oh, not very subtle, are you? I suppose I could drop you a hint. Out of charity. You're the best. Okay, then. So, the man who captured my heart. What about him? He's kind. Dependable. Someone you can count on to make you laugh or smile, even when you're having the worst day ever. That's why I like spending time with him. In fact, it seems like we never have enough, since it always goes by so fast. And whenever we're together, I find myself wishing our day would never end. As unrealistic as that sounds. Damn. Sounds like one incredible guy. Do I know him? That's all you get, Yagami-san. So much for inductive reasoning. I didn't learn a thing. Do you seriously not know that it's you? Do you seriously not know that she's crushing on you super hard, dude? Dear God, I mean, like, I know I'm dense, but even I'm not that dense. Dear, why? Why are you so stupid, Yagami-san? God, just like, you know, open up your shirt and say, I'm here for you, baby. Why did I go to that? That was a very dumb thing to go to. End the conversation. No picture this time. We don't need a picture every time. Besides, I don't know how to smile properly. That's all the time we have for today. Oh, landlord lady, hello.
Yagami-san.
I appreciate you letting me come over like this, Yagami-san. Anytime. Feel free to drop by whenever you need to unwind. Think of it as your own private sanctuary of sorts. God, like, I can see the guy in the back corner there. Wouldn't that conflict with your work? Hey, I could always use a new assistant. Oh, yeah? Then how much will you pay? I'll get back to you on that. My landlady's right next to me and I still haven't paid rent. Oh, douchebag. God damn it, he's gonna try and destroy her career because he's a dickbag. I had a lot of fun today, Yagami-san. Time just flew by, didn't it? Indeed it did. Intimacy is now level 4. I don't know how high the intimacy goes, but, you know, hopefully pretty high. Sure did. Let's hang out again soon?
Okay.
Definitely. I'll keep you updated.
Thank you so much!
Yay! Don't run into any street signs. I feel very bad for you. Oh, a new message. Literally, we just finished talking. Seriously. Sana here. Just let you know I had a wonderful time today. Hope you had as much fun as I did. Yeah, I had fun. Yay, thanks for letting me know. Okay, here's the thing. I'm still carrying a torch for Mafuyu here. I know maybe I shouldn't because she's like not been in the story much. What's that? I don't know what that is. I know I'm supposed to go over there, but there's these side cases that I don't know what they are. But you know what? Luckily, I don't have to make that decision right now because guess what? We're all out of time for this episode. Dear God. Man. This has been one hell of a ride. And I mean, like, there's a lot to do. There's a lot that's gotten done. And I really like this episode. This episode was definitely like the flashback chapter, but I didn't mind it being the flashback chapter because we learned a lot. We learned a lot, and at the same time, I don't think that Okubo is guilty of murdering his girlfriend. I just don't. But we're gonna find out what happened next time. So, well, maybe not next time, but sometime in the future. So, thanks again, and until next time, have yourselves a beautiful day, my beautiful, beautiful viewers.